butterfly in the sky.
Come on.
I can go twice as high.
Let's get it on.
Take a look,
Nigga,
in a book,
my nigga.
reading rainbow.
You think it's a game?
I can go anywhere.
Suck my dick,
Friends to know,
my nigga.
ways to grow.
Nigga.
Reading rainbow.
Here we go.
All right, greetings. This is Raphael Ratawa Smith, the creator of Detox America. And yes, that was my latest publication, Conspiracy. Okay. And that is just going into the reality of the pandemic, the greatest hoax of the 21st century. Now, I don't want to use too much words that will tag and notify the algorithm, okay, that I'm issuing this type of information to the masses. So I'm going to be very careful, okay, and precise in the words that I use and the language that I'm using. All right. Now, this video specifically is for y'all to actually get the firsthand information and get the references of my blood detox, okay, and to understand the science behind it. So like, you got this product, does it actually work? I mean, what kind of credibility do you have? I mean, where's the research behind it, etc., and so on. Well, today, all right, this afternoon, I'm going to give you all of that information. Okay, so I hope you're ready. We're about to dive right into it. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. And the very first scientific paper I'm going to introduce to y'all is actually from the Journal of American Physicians and Surgeons. Okay. And one particular individual cardiologist, specifically Dr. Peter McCullough, as you can see, he's listed in both of the latest publications, number 86 as well as number 90 here. He is also listed as an author. So that's very important to understand because he played a huge key in the formation of the spike protein detoxification protocol that my product uses. And he helped me to tweak it in such a manner and that it helps to evolve, okay, that spike protein detox on a higher level than any other product you're going to get anywhere. Okay. And now with that being said, we're going to dive right into his first publication. He's actually the only person in the world to actually publish a detox protocol on the spike protein. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again so that way y'all can actually read along with me and you don't think I'm just making this up, you know, out the top of my head. Okay, so here we go. So the first article I want to introduce to you guys is the clinical rationale for, we're going to bleep that out so we don't hit the algorithm on YouTube and my video is banned. Bleep, bleep. Base spike protein detoxification in post. We're going to block out bleep, bleep, bleep. And we're going to bleep, bleep out the V word also, injury syndromes. Now here's the amazing information that he's sharing with the world. Okay. We're going to go down. And we're just going to read, we're going to glance through it. We're not going to get too heavy into it so I don't bore you to death. Okay. But I do want to highlight some specific areas like the spike protein is responsible for the pathogenicity infection and drives the development of adverse events, injuries, disabilities, and death after bleep the V word. Okay. Now, let's go back up to another area I want to highlight. Okay, here is the degradation of spike protein. And here are some of the base products that he suggested. The first one is nattokinase. Okay, I'm going to highlight that. And it's basically nattokinase is basically a derivative of the soybean. It's a specific form, and it's been widely used as a. Here we go. Let's highlight it so we can highlight as we go. Okay, it's a naturally occurring proteolytic enzyme with thrombolytic properties derived from the fermentation of soybeans. Okay, so it's a derivative of soybeans that were fermented. Okay, and now it goes on further to state it has been widely used as a cardiovascular supplement in Japan for its anti-atherosclerotic and anti-thrombotic properties. Okay, so this is basically talking about blood clots forming in various organs and pathways in the cardiovascular system. Okay, and it's destroying these blood clots effectively. Okay, what's other? Let's highlight some other things of concern. Um, here's a great one. Okay, so here he's giving examples of nattokinase. Okay, and how it affects the virus. They found that nattokinase effectively stopped the virus, okay, from the infection of human cells. So this is all again in vitro in culture in the lab, but it's actually been used for thousands of years in Japan for other various heart related, cardiovascular related ailments and diseases. So this is tried and true medicine. Okay, here's another component that is also within my blood detox, bromelain. Okay, and it is a family of cysteine protease isolated from the pineapple stem. So bromelain is an enzyme that is derived or come from the pineapple stem. Okay, and traditionally it has been used for anti-inflammatory and healing effects in the cases of arthritis and injury, while it has been proved in Europe for the debridement of burns. Now let's understand its effect in this virus. Bromelain also hydrolyzes bradykinin and reduces kyanogen and bradykinin levels in serum and tissues, improving inflammation and edema as shown in animal studies. Okay, let's highlight that area. That's also very important because of the inflammation, a cytokine storm that is caused and has been shown to happen within the body because of, the C, the big C virus. All right. And then here's another very important factor in my detox, curcumin. Okay. Now, curcumin is derived from turmeric. Okay. A member of the ginger family of plants. It's also a polyphenol. It modulates inflammation in the settings of viral infections. Okay, that's pretty much all we need to read from there. In summary, okay. So those are just the three main plant derivatives that have been proven scientifically. Okay, their effects have been proven to destroy this virus. Okay, and then further in to this article, into this scientific paper, it also gives you a table and displaying how the spike protein down, okay, simply by these three plant-based compounds alone. All right, and that's all I wanted to kind of just touch. But I do want to add and take note of the other compounds that he mentions in this paper. All right. A notable supplement is augmented in acetylcysteine. Now, that is very important because N acetylcysteine is another, also known as NAC, is another compound that I use within my blood detox protocol for those that have taken the Fauci ouchie. All right. Now, other hopeful products in a long list include ivermectin. Oh, I don't want to say these words because I feel like they're going to target the algorithm. These first two, the I word and the H word, we're going to skip past those, but you can see it and you can screenshot this video. Okay. Next is selenium. Oh, check this out. You're going to love this one. Guess what? Iris sea moss. Wow. So Iris sea moss was found to actually support the degradation of the spike protein, okay, and getting it out of the body. Okay, we're going to continue on. Green tea extract. Nigella sativa, that's black seed or black cumin. Dandelion extract, right? Taraxacum officinale. This is the Latin translation of dandelion extract. Glutathione, okay, and many more. So basically, in this conclusion right here, in this little summary here, he's basically telling you there are much more compounds that have the same, if not a higher degradation and capacity to remove the spike protein out of the body, okay, and that are actually safe to use in the human body. But these are just the three that they took note of: curcumin, bromelain, and nattokinase. Okay, now we're going to stop sharing that. Okay, and I just want to highlight that those three components are almost the basis of my spike protein detoxification that I have available for those that have taken the Fauci ouchie, that have took that and are in need of a purge, a removal out of the body. I do have that available on my website, all right, which I'm also going to share a little bit later on. But now I do want to share another paper by Dr. Peter McCullough. He's probably one of the most published cardiologists in the world. So he is highly qualified to speak on this subject, probably more than any other person on earth. Okay. And I say that with no exaggeration. All right. So let me share my screen again with you guys. Next, this is another article that was published in the Journal of American Physicians, okay, and Surgeons. Here we go. And this is titled Proteolytic Targets for SARS Spike Protein Degradation. Hope for Systematic Detoxification. All right. And again, we're just going to kind of run through it. We're not going to get too deep. We're not going to stick on, the whole thing and get people bored to death. I'm just going to highlight entries of importance. Again, nattokinase is mentioned. Let's highlight that. What else? After nattokinase, let's keep going down. Let's get to the conclusion because I want you to understand just like the basics. There's actually a beautiful I want to share with others a beautiful see if I can find it here. Okay, here we go. So here's a beautiful display of basically the spike detoxification program in action. okay, and how it's going to work as you take, these compounds. Okay, so we're going to start with A, the dissolution of spike protein induced thrombus. So we have the vax. Oh, I almost said the V word. I don't want to get targeted by the algorithm. Now, this is the shot or the jab right here, and then the blue darts is the mRNA that's going to be issued into the body and into the bloodstream and cells. And now the spike protein causes fibrin fibrinolysis resistant blood clots. So um, they're artificially inducing blood clots that are resistant to natural degradation. So this is why it's so important to get this mRNA out of your body. Okay. Now the plant compound nanokinase is in action because it's going to degrade that unnatural blood clot. Okay, the platelets, etc. And then we move on to slide B, the inhibition of spike protein via ACE2 receptors. And the ACE2 receptor is what basically allows, it's the gateway from the body cell to your immune system. Okay, so that is the front line defense. It's like the door that the guards stand to guard. And once those guards are dead, then the enemy is able to get through to that receptor. So what bromelain and curcumin does is they bind to the doorway, the pathway, okay, of the vaccines. Oops, I said the word. Uh-oh, hope I don't get targeted. Uh-oh. Or the spike protein, it guards that pathway and bonds. So that way the spike protein cannot enter and cause any type of residual damage to the immune system. Now, C, in slide C, we have proteolytic degradation of the spike protein, again, from these two compounds, nattokinase and bromelain. And you can see it's being destroyed, okay? It's being degraded before they can bind to the ACE2 receptor. All right, let's slide this slide down some. And then in section D, we have the attenuation of spike protein induced inflammation. All right, so this is basically the human cell. To the top left, we have the mRNA encoding for prefusion stabilized spike protein that's entering into the cell. All right. And then we have on the bottom bromelain and curcumin, which is stopping that that binding process from happening. Okay. Because of the pro-inflammatory cytokines, they're being suppressed because of those plant compounds. All right. So then in slide E, we have BSD treatment protocol. And that is just basically those three compounds that are orally by the mouth administered for 3 to 12 months or longer. Okay. And then he also states you can also adjust the dosage, okay, depending on the response from an individual patient. Okay. And then they also have consider the H word. I'm not going to say that word because that's going to target the algorithm. All right. So now, after that beautiful display, we're going to move back, bring this back in here. After sharing this on the screen. Yeah, that's a very beautiful display. I'm satisfied I was able to get that because it's showing you step by step, of the spike protein and then the plant compounds, breaking it down. Okay. Very excited I got to share that with y'all. But we're not done. Wait, there's more. Now I'm going to show you how you're able to order my products, how you're able to look at my product list. Okay, so all you're going to do, very easy. You're going to get on your web page. You're going to go to the top part of your screen and you're going to type in auto CHTHONS of America.com. Okay. Talkonsofamerica.com. This is the page that should pop up for you, right? And all you're going to do is scroll down. Excuse me. You're going to scroll down, keep going. I also have a chat bot available so you can speak directly to me. Okay. You can speak directly to me if you have any questions through my chat bot that is connected to Facebook Messenger. All right. Now, this is just showing you the books I have available in electronic as well as physical copies. Okay. Conspiracy, the greatest hoax of the 21st century. It's over 100 pages long. All right. I really put as much information as I could, such a way that it's easy to read. Okay. And it's so easy to share with your friends and family. All right. So you can understand what scam was played and how to get through it. Okay. And if we keep going down a little bit further, you'll see my blood detox. Okay. And you'll be able to click on that. And from there, you can place an order. Okay. I have beautiful music playing. And you can kind of zoom in if you like just to see, the packaging. Okay. But again, you can go back um, and you can either do buy now or add to cart. It depends. Okay. Buy now, and from there, it should send you to the PayPal gateway at checkout. Okay. Very easy. So next, we're just going to exit that out, and I hope you were able to actually see that on YouTube. I want to thank everyone for watching. Okay, this was a very brief breakdown of how to find my product and how to actually look at the research and credibility to whether or not you want to take something without, understanding, is it credible enough, right? Is it real or is it fake? Is it a gimmick? I just showed you that I have the scientific backing behind my product by probably the most published author on cardiology in the world. Okay. So with that being said, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to send them my way. Okay. In the comment section, in the description box later, I add on my website, and peace out.